to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. How y'all day going? Hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling. Y'all enjoying y'all day. Got a predictive day. We back at it. Before I start, y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We back at it. So, I've been out of town, y'all. Spent New Year's in Orlando. And honestly, it's a very great trip with my family. But we back at it though, so let's talk about it. Teofimo Lopez Sr. says that his son is #1 at 140. And honestly, Pops ain't wrong. I gotta give it to Pops. Pops ain't wrong. I usually call BS when it's BS, but we being honest, his son did beat the best 140 pounder and Josh Taylor. He did it pretty decisively, and honestly, he was a heavy underdog in the fight, so I gotta call a spade a spade a spade. You know, he's the lineal champion at 140 pounds. He beat the best guy, so right now he's the best guy. He's gonna be facing Jermaine Ortiz on February 8th, so I'm really excited to see that fight. I think Jermaine Ortiz is a tough outing. You know, I gotta be honest, he gave Lomachenko a very tough fight. Very tough fight. And he was cutting down to 35, so I would love to see Jermaine Ortiz with 5 extra pounds on him. And I think he could actually make the fight very competitive. Now, Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza is also on their card. I think that's going to be a decent fight. You know, a good step up for Keyshawn Davis. You know, against getting in there with a past champion, we'll get to see how he looks. But I think he should do very well. But, yeah, Senior isn't wrong. I mean, and, you know, he's actually, you know, fighting guys, respectable guys. I think Jermaine Ortiz is a very respectable opponent. Now, what I would love to see T.O. do is unify now. I mean, I think it's very possible. I know, you know, could possibly try to do that real Matisse fight for the IBF, and I think that would be a good fight for T.O. to snatch that other belt, and, you know, possibly wait and do a big fight with Devin Haney. I know Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia are supposedly in negotiations, so, you know, that fight could happen. But it's a lot at 140 pounds for T.O. to do. So, in all honesty, if he wants the money, you know, he's really chasing from Top Rank. If he can knock off some of these guys at 140 pounds and, you know, I wouldn't even say he has to win everyone, but make them great fights, I think he can earn very big money. And that's just me being honest. I know he's been complaining to Top Rank, you know, for the past year, 2 years that he isn't getting paid enough. But, you know, you gotta respect that you signed that deal. And honestly, he isn't the biggest draw in the world. And he's probably looking at other guys and seeing the money that they're making, and, you know, but he's not the draw he's looking for. But one thing I can't give Teofimo Lopez credit for is taking big risks and trying to, you know, take chances. Because he took a chance by going to the zone to fight George Kambosos. Even though he lost, you know, he made a ton of money. And that was a very big risk. I mean, he fought Lomachenko. He unified with Lomachenko, beat Lomachenko. He moved up to 40, fought the best guy, Josh Taylor. He's getting things done. So I can't disagree with Teofimo Lopez Sr. and say his son isn't #1 at 40. I know we can say Devin Haney beat Regis, but Regis was #2. He lost to Josh Taylor. And I know people try to say that fight was close, but that fight wasn't close at all. That was a decisive beating by Josh Taylor to Regis Progress. And that's just me being honest. Now, a fight with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, I mean, it could happen, but, you know, guys, I mean, Devin ain't really just saying T.O.'s name, so, I mean, both guys really, you know, don't really say much about the other guy right now. I know it was supposed to happen. I seen them do, you know, promo on the zone and got in each other's face, but that's as much as I've seen. But I would love to see those two guys square off and make a big fight, because I think that's, if Tio wants the money he's looking for, that's the fight he should be trying to chase. And, you know, because I didn't like the fact that, you know, he turned down, you know, Ryan Garcia negotiations. I thought that was a very bad decision by him. Turning down Ryan Garcia would have actually made him a ton of money, because I think Ryan Garcia and him would have been a great fight. I actually think Tio probably would have edged Ryan Garcia in the fight, so why not? I mean, he may have overpriced himself, but sometimes these young guys are going to have to learn to get the money you want. You got to sacrifice early. If you sacrifice early and get the names out the way, eventually you're going to have a chance to take that big leap. And if you guys don't know, a lot of people want to follow that. A lot of people want to follow that Floyd Mayweather blueprint, but they don't understand that he actually knocked a lot of big names off before he got that Oscar De La Hoya fight. He was, you know, he fought Zab and Emmanuel Augustus and, gosh, Carlos Baldomir and Diego Corrales. It was a lot that he had accomplished, you know, before he hopped in there and got the Oscar fight. And a lot of people don't understand that. And, you know, even after the Oscar fight, he was still, you know, fighting, you know, names that could actually sell. Ricky Hatton and Shane Mosley and Miguel Cotto, and, you know, those are Canelo Alvarez. Those are after, you know, he became, you know, money. You know, he was getting names, and a lot of people thought that those names were peak, but those guys were elite. They just weren't at his level, but they were elite at the time. If we being honest, he fought Castillo twice. I forgot about Castillo. He fought Castillo twice before he fought Oscar. You know, he got a lot done, and I think, you know, Tio needs to understand that if he wants that big money, he has to keep on the track he's on. He's young. If he stays on the track he's on now, telling y'all, Tio could be a star. You know, if we being honest, I know he says crazy things like he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford, but in all honesty, I gotta call, you know, I respect Tio because he's been saying this, even though I don't know if he'll win, but he does do what he says. And if he fights Terrence Crawford and somehow miraculously win, I mean, that would take him to the top. But I don't think he has to do that. I just think if he knocks these guys off at 40, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, you know, Sabrina Matisse, Richardson Hitchens, it's a lot at 40 for him to do. And I think if he handles this, and, you know, he'll be set himself up to actually be a mega star in boxing if he just stays on this track. But I'm not mad at Tio Sr. for saying that his son is number one at 140. I actually agree and do think his son is number one at 140. And if you want to say a guy is better than him, I'm not saying, you know, you can argue that. But as far as him being the best, he's the best. He beat the lineal champion, the number one guy. So he should be number one. But this is how I feel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Get this video to 20 likes for me. 20 likes. Comment. Let's talk about it. If you want to find me on Facebook, my Facebook is LOE Visuals. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.